for your business, for all life's events. Key Video.
There's something cooking in the neighborhood. From where I stand, it's looking mighty good. You're gonna love it. Come dine with me. Come dine with me. Come dine with me.
Over the years, I've had the privilege of traveling to many parts of the country. But I have to tell you, I stay very close to home these days because there is so much life and so much vitality here in Buffalo and Western New York. Do you find that to be true, Jen?
Oh, I sure do, Russ. I mean, we have everything here that a big city has, but without that hectic, frenetic pace. You know, we have grass and trees and cows, and I love the Four Seasons. There's nothing like summer where you can kind of hang out at the lake, and I love winter. Probably because there's nothing like a good snowstorm where you have to hunker down and you're baking and making chili and sauce and soups and things like that. You know, and it all comes back to the food.
I'm not into the Four Seasons. Give me the warm weather, Jen. I like the warm weather. But what I like about Buffalo, New York, within 15, 20 minutes, you can be at any beautiful restaurant in the city of Buffalo. I went to Chicago, bumped into some people. I says, where are you from? They told me an area it takes them 2 hours to get for dinner. We are so fortunate with all the beautiful restaurants that we have in this city. You could be there on a drop of a dime. This is what I like about Buffalo.
And we have so many great restaurants in this show, our chefs, and today we have a fantastic show lined up with 3 wonderful chefs and business owners, I might add, who are some of the hardest working people I know. Krista, let's start with you.
Hard-working, Jan, but loving every minute of it. Today we look forward to one of the most exciting home invasions. We dig into the archives for this classic where our chefs pay a visit to the Martinez family. Hockey mom Renee Martinez is an amazing woman as she juggles her very active life with 4 very active boys. But Art steps in to save the day, and all the chefs help out by preparing a south of the border menu. Don't miss this one.
Hey, I'm going to be preparing a dish that you're absolutely going to enjoy. It's melanzane saltimbocca, which translated means eggplant that leaps into your mouth. Make sure you stay tuned.
Hey Art, do you remember the Seinfeld episode with Bizarro World? You better watch your step. I'm with another chef, Art, from the Village Inn, and we're making grass-fed ribeye. Man, it doesn't get any better than this.
Sounds great, chefs. Right now, let's head over to our studio kitchen with Chef Marco.
Grand Island's best kept secret on Ferry Road, a little bit off the beaten path, right near Beaver Island. I'm with Chef Artie, a seasoned veteran who's gonna be making some organic grass-fed ribeye steak. Man, I can't wait to start this.
Oh.
This looks amazing. I love the color and the marbleization.
Exactly.
And you're gonna make something so different and unique that I just absolutely can't wait to taste this dish.
Well, let's go.
Let's do it. What do we do first?
Well, let's put a little oil in the pan.
Okay.
We've got a black Griswold pan here.
And you want to use that nice heavy,
Heavy gauge pan.
right?
Go with a little seasoning on each steak.
And what's our seasoning? What are we using, or is that a secret?
That's a secret.
Because I know the Village
That's a
has
house
got a lot
blend.
of secrets,
That's
man.
a house blend.
They do a lot of stuff that's homemade, comfort food, and unique.
And what we want to do is start a sear on this. Hit it on both sides.
Oh man, that really smells good. So what I like about the Village Inn, you know you can go there for the comfort food, but you can go there for the unique stuff. You love to do the local menus.
Actually, everything we're just about making here today is from somebody's farm in New York State.
Oh, that's awesome. So you made a mushroom ragu, and you were telling me the mushrooms are from local farms. But you also told me another thing, that Chef Sarah that works with you grows your herbs for the restaurant.
She certainly does.
And that's awesome.
We have a nice garden outside for the last couple of years that's been treating us really well. So.
That's great. It doesn't get any better than
No.
fresh seasonings, fresh herbs, fresh vegetables, fresh produce, any
Exactly.
of that. So what you told me, you cooked down a little bit of a mushroom ragu, and it's a wild mushroom, and we're using...
Well, today I bought in oyster mushrooms,
Okay.
shiitakes, and creminis, the ones in the middle.
These are like a baby portobello.
Like a baby portobello.
And we just cut them thin, you cook them down. What do you cook them in?
I just quartered them a little bit, just cut them in half.
Okay.
Started with a little butter, shallots, deglazed with red wine, deglazed with a little chicken stock and fondue, which we have, veal stock, which we have over here.
Nice.
And I just let it settle down and just cook until it came together.
This is great. So while you're flipping your steak, Tell me about the topping of this. I can't wait for this.
Well, we
This
made some
dish is
fresh
gonna
raviolis.
These are from scratch.
These are from scratch, and we stuffed them with Maytag blue cheese. And we bought some creamy potatoes, red potatoes, that we got from a local market. Just mashed them down, added the blue cheese, shallots, some seasonings, and binded it up and stuffed it with the raviolis.
But you can tell they're homemade because they're just that round.
Yeah.
All the edges are crimped, just like Grandma makes, you know.
Exactly.
So you got our steak cooking to about a medium rare.
About a medium rare.
We're going to use our
That's
mushrooms.
right. Yeah, we'll throw some mushrooms in there.
And they really do cook quickly.
They cook quickly. Yeah, we'll go a little bit more. There should be it.
Now, aside from using the organic and the homemade, the Village Inn is known for their desserts. You know, Chef Sarah, she said if I don't mention her desserts, she's going to kill me.
Yep.
And she is a firecracker. But let me tell you something, her desserts are out of this world.
They are.
They really are amazing.
They really are.
So how long do our ravioli take?
I'd say about 3 minutes. They'll start floating up there.
Okay.
And we should be ready for those.
All right. Now, to get that nice sear on the steak, we're using Buffalo Hotel pans. They're a heavier bottom pan, which holds the heat, so the stuff is really hot. You know?
Exactly.
You guys use the Buffalo Hotel at your restaurant?
We do.
Yeah.
We certainly do.
It's a great product.
It's a great product indeed.
So what do we have next?
So we're just about there with the mushrooms. We can deglaze with a little red wine there.
Okay.
So just, there you go. That should be it right there.
Wow, that's just amazing. Now, I know you're using Merlot, but any kind of red sauce?
Any kind of red wine.
Yeah,
whatever
any kind of red wine.
Whatever you're laying
One
around.
rule of thumb, though, if you don't drink it, don't cook with it?
Don't
All right.
cook with it.
So this is a
Exactly.
veal stock, and all
Yes,
you
sir.
did was, how did you make the stock?
We started with beef stock, veal stock or beef stock. Browned the bones, made a mirepoix, browned the mirepoix.
Okay.
Threw all that ingredients into a pot of water, added a lot of cold water, bring it to a boil, season it with some parsley, any kind of herbs you want to add to it, bay leaf,
Okay.
black peppercorns. Cooked it down for about 6 hours. Took that beef stock out, strained it once again, put it back on the stove, reduced it down by half
Okay.
for another 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, nice.
And that's pretty much it, what you got
So
right there.
every one of these dishes at the Village Inn is a labor of love.
It certainly
Yeah,
is.
you guys make everything from scratch. There's no cans.
Certainly is, no cans. That's truly right about that.
This looks great.
So we'll just cook this down until the sauce thickens up there a little bit, and
Okay.
we should be good to go.
Now, what are some of the features at the Village Inn that you might want everybody to know, like
The bison.
the bison? And you told me it comes with the homemade mac and
Yeah,
cheese.
homemade mac and cheese. And just feel free to come down and try it. Please do.
All right. That'll be a reservation for 2 on Friday night. I'll be there about 7 o'clock. All right?
That'll work. If you can get in.
Yeah, if you can get in. I know, I've been to the place. It's packed. It's busy. It's a great spot. Your ravioli are floating, Chef.
I think we're there.
Now, this is one of your specials that you make. It's not on the menu,
It's
but
not on the menu.
It
Just
is
one
a
of the
feature.
specials that we feature. We'll plan on top.
Oh, wow, that looks amazing. That is amazing. The ribeye is so tender. The pasta's cooked perfectly. The blue cheese is so creamy.
It certainly is.
I said it before, it doesn't get any better than this. Visit my friends at the Village Inn, 1488 Ferry Road, right near Beaver Island and Grand Island. I'm Chef Marco.
Come dine with me, Western New York.
Tonight's program is sponsored in part by Russell's Steaks, Chops, and More. Be my guest. Let us do the rest. Be our guest. Let us do the rest.
Think global, but stay local at the Salvatore School of Hospitality and Business at Trocaire College, where we prepare you for a future in the ever-growing worldwide hospitality industry.
I love working in hospitality because you can do something different every day. And no matter what opportunities I pursue, the education I got at Trocaire means I'm prepared.
A world of opportunity is waiting at the Trocare School of Hospitality. Contact us today and begin your journey to success. The romance of Tuscany, the flavor of DiPaolo's, everything you love about DiPaolo's, the food, the friendship, the family. Whether in our elegant dining room or outside in the courtyard, the atmosphere is authentic. For a simple dinner out or the affair of a lifetime, find Tuscany in your own backyard. Ilio DiPaolo's Restaurant, Banquets and Ringside Lounge in Blaisdell, a family restaurant with a gourmet touch.
Did you ever get that phone call after a long day of work? You're almost home. Hey honey, can you pick up a wine? We're going over to somebody's house for dinner. Great. I don't know what they eat. I don't know what they like. Well, let me tell you about that wine that's going to be perfect for every occasion. Sparkling wine. I said it, sparkling wine. Now let me tell you, there's a few sparkling wines out there. There's one from France, it's called Champagne. I'm sure everybody's familiar with it. Now from Italy, it's called Prosecco. And then there's another one from Spain called Cava. They're all nice, good sparkling wines. They go with everything. Another great thing about sparkling wine is that it's a palate cleanser. What do I mean by palate cleanser? Well, you know when you had that first bite of the most amazing meal you've ever had and you wish you could recapture that? Well, I could kind of help with that with a sparkling wine. So every time you take a drink of sparkling wine, it cleans off the palate. It gets everything off there so that every bite is almost like its first bite. I'm Jeff Siren, and I'm mad about wine.
Thanks, Jeff. Well, up next, we're heading back to the kitchen. Oh, you can almost smell the prosciutto, the Marsala wine, and the garlic from Frontier Catering. Here's Chef Art Christie.
Today we're going to be preparing a dish that I've been using for years and years in my family. This is called melanzane saltimbocca. Melanzane meaning eggplant, saltimbocca meaning leap into your mouth. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an eggplant, wash it. You can either peel it or you can leave the skin on, which I prefer to do. Slice it about 1/4 inch thick, put it on a baking sheet, a little bit of olive oil, brush it, put it in the oven about 350 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes or until soft. Bring it out, let it cool, and bring it to the board. And that's what we've done so far. We got our eggplant that's nice and sliced, cooked, and cooled. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some prosciutto di Parma, which is the prized prosciutto in Italy. We're just going to place it the same length of the already done eggplant. We're going to take a little bit of ricotta cheese and just place a little bit right in the center, just a little bit. Then we're going to take some fresh sliced mozzarella, and then we're going to roll it up, just like so, and we're going to place it in our baking pan. Put them in the oven at about 350 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and prepare our sauce. I'm going to start with, once again, a hot pan, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to take some coarsely sliced red onion. We're going to take some moonlight mushrooms. I happen to like moonlight mushrooms for this particular dish, but you can use any kind that you wish. All right, now we're going to add our fresh sliced garlic, and we're just going to cook that for just a couple of minutes. Now we're going to deglaze the pan. One of the things you always want to make sure you're very, very careful to do is when you're deglazing a pan, you always want to pull the pan away from the heat when you're adding an alcohol to it. Now I have a little Marsala wine here, and what that Marsala wine is going to do, it's going to deglaze the pan by getting all of those little yum-yums on the bottom of the pan, as I like to call them, on the bottom of the pan, bringing the flavor up to the top, and it's going to enhance the entire dish. Now we want the wine to cook for just a few seconds. It's going to reduce slightly. It's going to take on all the flavors that are already in there. And then to finish the dish, we're going to add a little pepper. I like to use fresh ground sea salt. And then just at the very end, we're going to add a little bit of butter, and that'll add a little decadence to our sauce. Well, there you have it, melanzane saltimbocca, which again translated means eggplant that leaps into your mouth. One of our signature dishes over at Frontier Catering. I'm Chef Art Christie. Come dine with me, Western New York.
Coming up after this, we'll tour Orazio's restaurant and one of the area's most elegant banquet facilities, Portofino's. Stay with us.
Looking for your next favorite restaurant? Then open the door to Gatehouse Grill. At Gatehouse, we make everything from scratch, including our soups and sauces. Enjoy our award-winning Chicken Rockefeller or a specialty martini from our copper-topped bar. And don't forget dessert, handcrafted daily by our pastry chef. It's no wonder Janice Oken gives us 3.5 out of 4 stars. Gatehouse Grill, fine dining food, casual dining prices.
Think global, but stay local at the Salvatore School of Hospitality and Business at Trocaire College, where we prepare you for a future in the ever-growing worldwide hospitality industry.
Sometimes being a student and being a mom can be an impossible combination. Trocaire gave me the flexibility that I needed to succeed in the classroom and as a parent.
A world of opportunity is waiting at the Trocaire School of Hospitality. Contact us today and begin your journey to success.
Hungry for something better than the usual chain restaurants? Look no further than the Grapevine, where you'll get better service, better food, and a better experience. From New York strip steak and chicken parmesan to our barbecue blue cheeseburger and buffalo chicken wrap. It's new American casual at good old-fashioned prices. And with our breathtaking saltwater aquariums, our atmosphere is better too. So grab your favorite people and get to the Grapevine, where better is what we do best.
Make-A-Wish has been granting wishes for children battling life-threatening conditions in Western New York for over 19 years.
On behalf of the Board of Directors of Make-A-Wish, we'd like to thank Russ Salvatore, who single-handedly granted 6 wishes alone in the last year.
Make-A-Wish relies on donations to grant all the wishes.
If you'd like to be part of this great organization, log on to wny.wish.org.
And join us as we celebrate hope, strength, and joy.
This portion of the program is sponsored by Pelicano's Pasta Sauces. Made in Buffalo, available everywhere.
People always ask me, Chef Marco, when you're in the mood to go out to eat, where do you go? At the top of my list has got to be Orazio's restaurant in Clarence. Whether it's their innovative daily specials, their authentic Italian, or their incredible banquets, it's easy to see why. Come dine with me at the award-winning Orazio's. I'm joined by head chef and owner Orazio Ippolito. Tell us a little bit about the secret of your success here at Orazio's.
Well, Marco, we have a saying here at Orazio's. It's not like home, it is home. And one of the things we pride ourselves on is friendly, comfortable atmosphere. And we're proud to be on a first-name basis with a lot of our guests. So when you come to Orazio's, you can get your favorite drink from Sam at the bar, or talk to Amy out in the dining room, or ask Mike any question you might have about our banquet facility.
It's no wonder everyone's talking about Orazio's. I seem to hear your name popping up in the news and online all the time.
We've been lucky to win our share of awards recently, including the best overall food at the Taste of Clarence. Our pasta puttanesca won first place, the People's Choice Award at the Taste of Buffalo this year. Our pasta con vodka won the New York State Best Dish Award.
Well, you can understand why. Everything here is so fresh. I saw the guys back there making bread, and I know all your desserts are made daily.
Yes, we make everything from scratch here. The bread's made every day, the pastas, the lasagna noodles, and all our desserts, gelatos, everything's made in-house. We have our daily specials, fresh steaks, seafood, and just about anything you can think of that you're in the mood for, we'll have it.
That's awesome. Can guests expect the same homemade quality from your catering and banquets too?
Definitely. It doesn't matter if it's 4 people or 400 people, you're still gonna get the homemade bread, the fresh pastas, the same service that you get in the front of the house, and we have our banquet facility, Portofino's, connected to the restaurant, that we can customize any type of menu for you and make it as simple or as elegant as you want. And we do drop-off catering as well. And if you want to host an event in your house or your office, we will take care of everything for you.
Well, I'm feeling right at home here at Orazio's. And I'm getting a little hungry too.
Well, you've definitely come to the right place.
Come out and join us at Orazio's restaurant on Main Street in Clarence, where it's not like home, it is home.
Jan, have you been to Orazio's for dinner? What did you think of it?
Oh, I thought it was great. I actually had lunch and dinner from Orazio's the same day. I stopped for lunch. I had the Florenzia sandwich, which was like this big, grilled on homemade bread. And then I thought, you know, I don't have anything for dinner, so I got the dinner menu and I did takeout, this spaghetti and meatballs dinner with fresh bread. I got home, the bread was still hot, there was salad. It was out of this world. You know, that's what
Delicious.
Orazio does, yeah.
He has the artichokes that my mother used to make. They're the big artichokes with the breadcrumbs on. You lick the leaves out of them. Out of this world. He used to bring them to me at one time. I don't know if he's still mad at me or what.
Well, you know what? I don't think so, because there's a dish on the menu called chicken Salvatore.
Oh my God.
Did you know that?
Well, he will hear from my attorney next year.
Well, anyways, Russell, it's that time of the show. Today we pay a visit once again to the Martinez family from our Home Invasion Classics.
Having 4 children in general can be just about juggling and organizing. Like, this is their day off, and my older son has a hockey tournament. He has an 11:40 game. If they win this game, they're going to be playing at 5. You can imagine that just cuts up the day completely. I'm looking forward to the chefs coming today. It'll be a lot of fun. Since I'm always the one behind the stove or getting dirty, it'll be a nice treat to actually have someone take care of me for a couple of minutes, and I can sort of relax. Hi.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Hello, welcome. Come on in. Good to see you. I can't wait to eat.
Can't wait to cook.
Excellent.
Did you want us to organize everything and watch the kids while you go do hockey, and we can have it ready for you when you come back?
Sure. Maybe I should go for a spa day instead.
Ah!
Oh, okay. All right, then I guess I'll go to hockey instead.
This one I kind of orchestrated a little bit more because I had a little bit of more experience with the south of the border, but everybody had their little pieces to put in. You know, Art with his beautiful vegetables and taking on the carne asada. You can do it pan fried, you can do it in the broiler in your house in your oven, or you can do it on a char grill outside in the deck if you like to. Marco specializing with the cheese and putting together that queso fresca.
I had it pretty easy. Tucker took the lead, but I finished it off with the best ending. Homemade cheese.
And then, of course, Krista with her homemade guacamole and pico de gallo.
I use fresh guacamole, nice, soft, and ripe. Finished with a bit of sour cream, cumin, garlic, because I love garlic, and a bit of salt and pepper, lime, and lemon juice, and it rocked.
I liked working with Tucker the best.
From the time I started working with Lucas, I knew right away he wanted to wash his hands before he got going, and he was really engaged and really wanted to be a part of the cooking process. Ready to make some homemade tortillas and some homemade tostadas. What do you think? Psyched? We have 2 cups of masa flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1.25 cups of water, just regular cold water. We're gonna blow it in there. We wanna mix those dry ingredients up a little bit, so go ahead, my friend, mix her up. You're gonna wanna take about a golf ball size piece of masa. Okay, so pull some off. We're gonna roll that into a ball. Gonna have a little race so you can do it quicker. Oh man, you're good, you're good. Beautiful, nice. Nice, this man's got some skills. Ready to cook our tortillas. Ready to go.
Step-by-step process to making the cheese, the queso fresco, which was 3 parts whole milk, 1 part buttermilk, 1 whole lime. You bring it to 75 degrees on the stove, let it sit for 5 hours. Once it sits for 5 hours, it starts to curdle. The curdle is what you take out and you squeeze in a cheesecloth, and to show the boys how to squeeze it out and make cheese that just goes great with Tex-Mex food, it just doesn't get any better.
Today I was able to prepare a very, very Tex-Mex type traditional meal called carne asada. It's a USDA choice flank steak. We put a marinade on it. So what I did was I took extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of cumin, which adds that nice Tex-Mex type of seasoning to it. I added some sugar to cut the acidity in the vinegar and the lime juice, some chopped cilantro, some fresh chopped garlic, and marinated it for approximately 4 hours, which is, you can almost not over-marinate it. I'm gonna put this in the fridge and then I'm gonna go play me some hockey. Well, my new name is Uncle Art now here at the household. Reason being is because while Renee was out with her one son at a hockey tournament, I happen to have the distinct pleasure of going downstairs in the basement and having our own little tournament that we did. Back in the day, I was also known as Swiss Cheese Christie. In a few moments, you're going to find out why. They're peppering me here. Ooh, Stonewall. You got nothing. 2 at once. Oh. They're killing me.
Apparently the kids like shrimp a lot. And I had just gotten back from Mexico, and there's camarones and shrimp everywhere. And so I brought up the shrimp ceviche to the gang and the shrimp on a stick.
It's shrimp and it's cooked right in lime juice, so you don't have to cook it or boil it. The acid and the lemon and lime juice actually cooks it. So it takes about 3 hours to make, about 5 minutes to prepare, and we'll do that up. And 3 hours from now, we'll have some great ceviche.
When we arrived and we opened the car door, I could immediately smell it smelled like steaks, and it made me think of summer. So I thought, this smells so good.
Wow!
Hello!
Welcome.
We're ready for it.
It was great. I mean, probably the best steak I've had, and the different vegetables, and like shish kebabs, those are really good.
The homemade tortillas were fabulous, and just the colors and the shrimp skewers, it was terrific.
Today, Francisco was in a hockey tournament, and unfortunately they did lose, but he was a winner today because when he came home, we had the creme brulee all made, and he was able with the propane torch and the bitter sugar, and he burned them. And we had so much fun because every kid likes playing with a little torch. It was a great day here, and I'm so excited. I love bringing people together, and we did that today with the Martinez family.
Even though we lost the hockey game, I still won today because of the great meal we had.
Martinez family.
Come dine with me.
Jan, this has been a great show. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Artisan Kitchen and Bats, Buffalo Hotel Supply.
And of course, Russell's Steaks, Chops, and more.
Thank you, Jan. And for the public that's listening, I ask you to support our local restaurants. They are the best restaurants in the country. The prices are fair. The dinners are excellent. Please support our local independent restaurants.
Oh, they really can't be beat, right? You said it right. And just a reminder, if you'd like any of the recipes you've seen on today's show, or you want to learn more about our program, just check us out on Facebook.
For everyone here at Come Dine With Me, Western New York, I'm Russ Salvatore.
And I'm Jan Ferington. We'll see you back here next week. Same time, same station.
It's time to stick a fork in it, Jan, because we are done.
Some say it's our amazing sports bar featuring a variety of specialty and craft beers. Others say it's our relaxed and comfortable dining room. But whatever draws you to Avezzano Ristorante, one thing's for certain. You're going to get great Italian at a great price. We pride ourselves on our traditional sauces, homemade pastas, and delectable entrees. Avezzano Ristorante, 204 Como Park Boulevard, just minutes from the Galleria Mall, where you always feel right at home.